Hi all, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. We've got another busy few days with racing ahead. Firstly, we start off at the Gold Coast night meeting on Friday night with a few runners. Race 3, we've got the 1400. We've got 3 runners in it actually. Gregorius, Hulkamania and Sajid.
Greg, yes, a little breather after last start effort when we were at Port. It wasn't like him. He didn't want to really go forward and he just didn't want to be there that day. So we gave him a little fresh up the paddock. Jumped out last week, won his jump out convincingly. Looks back on track. Go around tomorrow. He's hard to hold. Blinkers on. He'll jump. He'll run. He'll be there for a long way. Just see where he is the last sort of 100 metres. He'll head to the poly track Saturday week. There's a nice race for him over 1540 where he's been flying on that last prep. Hulkamania, first up, new owners. 3 kilos off his back will help. Not really a kid's horse, but just didn't want to send him around 62 kilos first up. He is a big unit, but it's never ideal for a horse to start their prep with that much weight. He's going really, really good. He's going really well, actually. I couldn't be happier the way he's come up this prep. He's still big as a house, and he's still got plenty of improvement to come out of it. He's fresh, he's bright, he's well, he's hasn't missed a beat. So happy with him, and obviously the class galloper Sajid. He's a really nice young horse. He was disappointing last start, but he's the same. He went to the paddock, had a freshen up. It looks like a different horse. His coat looks super. He's happy. He's grown up a lot too this preparation. His first couple of runs he was still a bit of a cheeky young lad, but I noticed a big difference in him the last couple of weeks. If they go fast up front, he'll be the one hitting the line strongly late. And
in race 6, the Gold Mark at 1100, both of your runners have gained a start. They were emergency.
Yeah, both horses are in great form, but it's a tough race. Top weight gets in well at the weights, and he's got Group 1 form line, Group 1 gallopers, which our 2 horses don't have that. But Superb's as tough as nails and Light of Boom's as tough as nails. He'll put himself there if he goes around there. If not, he'll head around on Saturday at the Sunshine Coast. But he's a horse in form. He looks well, and I know one thing about him: he definitely won't finish last. He tries his backside off at all times. And Superb's another horse that I've got a big opinion of, and I just love the way she won first up, ridden quietly over the 1,000 up to 11. If she can get the right run in a tough race, she should be carrying 48 kilos against these horses, but it just doesn't work like that anymore. She needs the right ride. I've booked Nikita Berryman for her. I think she'll ride in good. She'll suit this kind of horse. So if they head there, both will run a good race, but it's big ask for them.
And in race 7, the 1,000, Pungo's fresh, first up this prep.
Pungo is very fresh and very well. I think it's the best way for him. He's got a lot of improvement. He's got a little bit of a gut on him, but I don't mind that from him. First up last prep, we had him wide to go first up, and he unfortunately got injured in the race. So he's had a long time off. He's back to the races. A very, very, very talented horse when he's right. He's got a few quirks, but not many horses gallop up and jump out and trial like this horse when he's on song. So you think he's a horse that looks like wants 2,000, but I've tried to just change his whole training regime to keep him to a sprinter now, and I think Emily will suit him. 2 kilos off, long rein. Let him run and see how far he can run for. So I like the way the horse is going. Soft track will suit if we get a little bit of rain tomorrow morning. Home track, doesn't have to travel. Good chance, I think.
On Saturday, we head to Mawullumbar with a few runners. Draper's first up this prep.
Nice young horse, still learning his caper. He's got plenty to learn. Jumped out, won his jump out the other day on the poly. Kept trying all the way to the line. 1,200, well, definitely take a big improvement out of Saturday's outing. Early on suits these horses. Just trying to sit behind the speed and, run the top 4 would be perfect for him first up, and then we'll just keep heading up in trip.
And Flying Astern's on the back up and up in trip.
He's going well. Last start, early on probably made a bit of a mistake. Should have just kept rolling forward and probably could have led the race. I think that will be his intentions on Saturday when we go through the speed map. Drawn wide. Just got to play it by ear with this meeting on Saturday. Obviously had a bit of rain. It's not the best of wet weather tracks, so we'll make a decision of if he's going to go around. There's a race for him next week as well, and then Cordoza. It's been a bit of a frustrating horse to us. Early days was working up like a proper animal, and he's just sort of hasn't gone to the next level. But I've noticed a bit of a difference in him this prep. He's still got a bit of a fluffy coat. There's a lot of improvement. 1,100 metres is not his ideal race, but early on, another horse that he suits leaves him alone, rides him for a bit of luck, and he'll let him attack the line strongly. So he's got the ability to absolutely blow these horses away, but it's just if Cordoza shows up.
And on Sunday we head to Ipswich with Takiri over the 1700.
Yeah, he's starting to wind up now. He was good late the other day. He doesn't look great on paper, but his last sort of 150 where he's starting to build. 1700 still short of his best. We'll just see if he goes around on Sunday from the wide draw, but probably needs that extra run. He's starting to get the dapples all coming out in him now. He's had a terrible prep, poor bugger. He's had a races cancelled, a ban, and then he hit his head at the races and they scratched him before the race, so it hasn't been great for him. But to be fair to him, he's grown up a lot this preparation. He's starting to turn into a man, which has taken a long time, but if he shows up, he's very similar to a couple of other horses. He can definitely win.
And also on Sunday we've got Rain and Power, although he didn't draw well.
Yeah, drew awful, as well as anything in our stable. Third up, Andrew will suit him. Has to carry a bit of a big weight, but all the others do as well. So if we can get the right run, he'll come in a few barriers. Obviously, it's only a small field. I think he can run a big race. He looks cherry ripe, ready to rock and roll.
Many runners over the weekend. What would be your best bet?
I think Rain of Power looks the one. Very hard to beat. But yeah, it's hard. I don't really know 100% sure where they're all going just yet. But if you're looking one for a bit of odds, if she goes around superb, she's just tough as nails and always shows up. I'd love to see her run a big race. She's one of my favourites.
It's been a busy couple of weeks with the sales. Obviously, we still do have some shares available. So if you were interested, jump on the website. All of the horses available are on there. We also head to New Zealand over the weekend for the Cracker Millions.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've been to New Zealand a couple of times. Never been to the races over there. One of my Taylor's first dates with the Queenstown, which we loved. It was one of the best places we've ever been to. But Auckland, I haven't done too much there. I've only really stayed around the sales at Karaka, but they just put on a super show, the Kiwis, and I just love the way their horses are bred. And that beautiful grass, beautiful paddocks. Their riding's on the wall with how well they go all over the world. So I'm looking forward to trying to get a couple of horses out of there. They do a super job, the New Zealand Bloodstock team, and looking forward to getting out to the races and getting back into the swing of things when we return back home here next week. Hopefully the heat goes away because it's been pretty bloody warm over the last few days. It's tough on the horses this time of year, but they've got the fans on and hopefully can stay nice and cool over the next few days. Good luck over the weekend.
Thanks so much for watching, guys, and keep an eye out on our socials. Obviously, we will put anything up there that we may purchase while we're in New Zealand.